Hey frogs and toads, today we're peeling back the layers. How's our posture? We're looking good?
I need to put my shoulders back.
This is a special self-reflective, layered self-portrait exercise that you could do for yourself at home. Today we're gonna be jumping into a fun art exercise. The goal at the end of this thing is you're gonna have a self-portrait that reflects who you are inside and out. Isn't that beautiful? We're gonna dig deep. We're gonna feel our feelings. I'm joined today by my good buddy Brad McDonald. Brad, how you doing?
Doing great. Let's search our depths.
You ready?
Let's
get into it.
chop down the trees of our inner wilderness.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Keep going. Let's
get creative.
Okay, we're gonna start with a little warm-up, and then we'll do today's prescription, and then we'll get into a little bit of a reflection afterwards. For today's prescription, we're gonna do a self-portrait. It's actually 4 self-portraits, but on one canvas in layers. The 4 layers of a human being. You know, we've got your bones, we've got your innards, and then we've got your prison of flesh, and then we have our aura. So we're gonna try and capture those 4 layers in a self-portrait. For each layer, you're gonna wanna highlight which traits you feel are important to you, what you feel stands out, what you wanna highlight, things you might be proud of, things you might wanna work on. Be creative, it's up to you what you wanna actually pick to depict yourself. Feel free to use whatever you got. If you got pencils, pens, crayons, markers, paint, anything you got, there's no rules to this. Keep in mind there is no such thing as like right or wrong in this. There's no such thing as good. The goal is literally to just have fun and make some weird shit. Okay, so for our warm-up, we're gonna start. I feel like I've been talking a lot. We're gonna slow down.
The only thing you have to stop is that negative self-talk.
You're right. We're gonna take some breaths. So here's how we're gonna warm up. We're gonna close our eyes and visualize the 4 layers, okay?
Oh, whoa.
You ready?
That was sincere.
Yeah. We don't have to touch or anything.
Oh, that's okay. I don't want to.
We could if you want.
I don't want to either.
All right, close your eyes. And I want you to picture your skeleton. It's pretty crazy what's in there, isn't it? Just wiggling around in there.
In the bones?
Yeah, picture your bones, get into your bones.
What is wiggling? What is wiggling in my bones?
It's floating, it's hovering inside of you. And then we can move on to I want you to picture your organs and your insides.
Perfect.
Your veins, your heart pumping, all the meat in your feet. What stands out? What do you feel the most? Which part?
Oh, it's like Chef Boyardee. It's like dripping down my bones.
All the meat?
All the meat and all the sauce, even the little pieces of meat. It's like ravioli, and where it's just bones in that. It's bones and Chef Boyardee. What about you?
I'm gonna say I feel a little bit in my tummy because I ate milk chocolate earlier. So that's definitely standing out. But I think more so, I think I'm slowing down the heart is what I'm doing there right now.
I see.
Once the lights go on, you know, it's so easy to just get amped up, but I'm glad we're in a safe, fun space here. It's funny because to the left of us, there's like a huge window where anyone walking by, it's evening also with our lights on. People could just look in and there's 2 men standing with their eyes closed.
Easily could be killed just like this.
Yeah, it looks like we're being held at gunpoint. Okay, next layer. I want you to think about your body. Think about your arms and your legs and your head and the skin that's covering the whole thing. Think about your hair, your fingernails.
Amazing.
All your outer shell. Final layer, I want you to picture your aura, your glow, the energy that's beaming out of you. What color? What does it look like?
It's like a purple. It's like a purple lion pouncing upon the earth.
Wow.
Vomiting pure lava onto a single rose.
Wow. That is what I call aura. When you're ready, open your eyes.
Well, what about your aura?
Mine was like it felt and looked like, you know, in Photoshop, when you put like a stroke around something, but you make it like too pixelated and it's like it starts looking spray painty. Mm-hmm. It was that. It was like an orange pixelated outline.
What does it mean?
What does it mean? I think it means like a buzzing of energy. Is what I felt.
That's
there.
good.
Yeah.
That's a positive aura.
I think so. Are you feeling ready now to make some art?
I can't wait.
Should we just go to work on these, or do you want to like sketch something first? How do you like to work?
I would love to know again the definition of a layer. What's the layer?
Okay, so what we're doing, this is my problem, is I write myself out what I want to say, and then I get so stuck like trying to remember what I had written that I'm like reciting lines now when I could literally just turn and look at my friend and explain what we're doing.
I feel like I screwed up the order that was in your mind.
No, not at all. Here's what we're going to do. The idea is you start with your skeleton layer. Feel free to get as abstract as you want, make it surrealist. I was thinking like I might want to put my legs as like vines or like tree trunks maybe.
Okay.
So feel free to get creative with your skeleton and your bones. Once we do that, we'll move on to our innards. So our heart, our liver, our spleen, whatever, your anus, whatever you want to highlight as important to you.
Does it have to be anatomically correct? Do I need a heart? Do I need a spleen?
No, only what you want to highlight, what you want to shine light on, what you want to maybe give attention to.
Because just in case someone doesn't know where a spleen is, or even what it is.
Yeah. I could bust out the medical journal. I am a doctor.
It's called creative freedom.
Once we've done our innards, we're going to move on to our body. Your arms and legs and your skin, your head and your hair. And then once we've done our body, we're going to go on top of all of that and put our aura.
Oh my God. I love the phrase, once we've done our innards.
Yeah.
I think that's a Dylan Thomas poem.
So how do you like to start? Do you have a preference? Should we just get after it onto these?
Let's do it, but we seem to have a problem here.
What's that?
There's some kind of translucent form preventing me from entering the landscape of the canvas.
So step 1, remove packaging. Here.
Oh yeah.
We could even add collage elements. I've got all kinds of collage stuff.
Sweet.
If you want to add like someone's arm or leg or something.
This reminds me of when I used to knife my enemies down by the docks.
Back when you were hanging with the boys under the bridge.
There I was, with the boys under the bridge, and I'm like, you guys want to go for a smoke by the docks? I got my pen knife. Changed the decisions I would make after that. Changed my whole life. Lo and behold, who walks out? My sworn enemy, Greg Urquhart.
1101, 1816 is the item number on this one.
So step 1, we're going to draw our bones, our skeletons, our structures. How do you envision your structure and what materials do you need for that to come to life?
I want it to be like a spider held up by like a lot of jelly, like gross legs, not unlike Chef Boyardee.
Yeah.
Ravioli.
Okay.
With even the little bits of hamburger meat in there. Not unlike that coming down from beneath. And then a body perched up high, gigantic head.
Well, hold on. You're getting ahead of yourself here. Because we're
Right.
just going for skeleton first. for your skeleton.
Screwed that up for you.
But it sounds like, if I heard you correctly, maybe there's something with the spider here.
Yeah.
As the skeleton structure. I
think
see that.
maybe that could be the whole structure. I didn't mean to get ahead of myself. I'm just excited. So something like, something like spider-like with goo legs.
I like it. So what materials would be best? I feel like I have spider.
There's so many spiders in these drawers.
It's just drawers full of spiders. Here, animals and bugs.
Oh, wow.
And let's see if there's any spiders in here that speak to you. Butterflies? No. We're looking for spiders. Fish? Dude, maybe there's no spiders. Crab's kind of the spider of the sea.
I'll go for a crab. And this is to help guide me?
If you want, or you could literally make it part of your thing if you want.
I think I'll make my own
You can use that as
vision,
a
but I
reference.
can use this as a template.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
You got a reference there. What do you need to utensil wise? There's pencils here and colored pencils. I'm thinking probably a good idea to start layer 1 with something that doesn't need to dry. And I'm thinking maybe for the last aura we can get a bit wet and wild.
Let's do it.
So layer 1, I've got some colored pencils here. I've got some markers.
Oh, I'm so glad you have markers. You know why? Can't do pencils on paper. Drives me nuts. The feeling of it,
Yeah, I feel ya. Here, there's a whole.
It's like
Let's get
like
rid
an
of
ice pick on a bone or a pen knife on a bone. That's what real life is. It's a pen knife fight by the docks.
That's why you hate it so much. It gives you flashbacks.
Don't take me back there.
Okay, so look, I've got all these different markers and pens we could use for our base layer. Let's have at it.
I'm down.
What do skeletons even look like? I'm pulling one up on the robot here.
Terrifying to some people. You know? Some people look at skeletons and they're really freaked out.
Yeah, I mean, pretty scary. It's, I guess, it's a symbol of death. And people are often scared of that.
I wonder how long it takes your skeleton. Okay, your skeleton is in your
Body.
In your
Yeah,
body.
it's inside your body.
You die. You're in a coffin. What happens to like how long would it take to just dematerialize?
To like just become dust.
And the wind.
Should we ask the clunker?
Yeah.
How long until... I feel like this is how I end up on a list.
Because how many times have you looked into a grave that you've dug, and you've been like, are you done yet? Are you, you know? Because it's easier to rob a grave if the skeleton is turned to ash.
Yeah, because then it's just sitting there, right?
Just like jewels and beads.
It's buried treasure. How long before it's just dust? Time it takes for a buried human body to decompress into dust depends on several factors. Ugh, they give us like a whole...
Decomposition.
So the bones slowly break down at around 10 to 50 years, depending on environmental conditions. 50 to 100 years, it's going to be pretty much degraded into dust.
Oh my God.
It's not a long time. It's not that long a time.
Live every day like you're about to be degraded into dust.
Yeah. Amen. So I'm going to start with a bit of like a grass. I want to be coming out of the grass.
And I have blue. Tyler, thanks for having me here.
Man, thanks for coming. This is great. I want to be frank with you. Yeah, I've been wanting to do more of these types of things, and I've just been like, you know, when you have an idea and you just put it off and like you just never try it out. So thank you for coming, because I've been wanting to do like film with a bud and just do an art hang, and I just haven't been doing it. So we're finally doing it, and we were supposed to do it a few days ago, and I called it off. So thank you.
No need to say thank you. Great to be here, exploring the depths of our souls through markers. Okay. You know, I often find I have to do something with my hands. Cue probably a joke of some kind, if I used to laugh. When I'm in a conversation. I enjoy having something to do. I used to feel like I gave people too much eye contact, and now I feel like I fidget way too much and look down too much.
Interesting. Yeah, I definitely relate to that. I have a weird thing where if I'm in public and I don't know what to do with my hands, or if I'm talking to someone, I'd nervously like play piano on countertops and tabletops and shit, and I don't know how to play piano. But I just start doing this.
Imagine the music you would have made.
I wrote a joke the other day that was, my high school art teacher told me to paint what you feel, which is why lately all my art's about diarrhea.
I heard an interview with Salman Rushdie, and he was talking about narrative.
For the people who don't know, maybe explain who that is.
Acclaimed author Salman Rushdie, writer of Midnight's Children.
Right.
And
of course.
Is it Satanic Verses, I believe? If I'm not saying that correctly, I apologize. The Satanic Verses, yeah. And he was saying that children immediately need food, shelter, protection, and then they need a story. And I was like, that's a nice way of thinking about what art does.
Yeah, I like that. Well, I think the story, it is very kind of like base human necessity, no?
Yeah.
Like we can't exist without some sort of conflict resolution or acts or...
Like all these Law and Order shows, all these cop and crime shows. It's like reassurance, right? It's like, yes, we get them. They're criminals and we get them.
Interesting. Do you think Law and Order like does a lot to like uphold society in that sense?
I think that without Law and Order, what you see around you would crumble to the ground.
Without Ice-T starring in Law and Order.
Without people having extra DVD collections of Law and Order starring Ice-T, yeah, I think we'd live in a different society.
Why wouldn't you just be Richard Wolff?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. My favorite shows are produced by Cock Big Dog.
I've lost control of my drawing.
That's all right.
'Tis madness.
There's no such thing as control in the first place. Do you have any, are you just feeling it and letting it go where it wants to go? Or are you aiming in a certain direction?
For me, art is living without bounds.
Yeah.
Or boundaries.
That's really wise of you.
For me, art is about liberating the human soul and just like a really good episode of Law and Order.
That's good art. What do you think? So I feel like these two trees coming out of the ground is going to represent my trunk half. But what do you think the top could be for a skeleton? I might just go like classic looking skeleton.
Yeah, there's not a lot of different styles of skeleton. It might be nice for people at home to think about the fact that we're all skeletons, you know?
Yeah.
There's a lot of body shaming, a lot of body dysmorphia. Underneath, you're just bones. We're all bones.
Do you ever think about it in there? Like, it's in there right now.
The fact that I actually have a body is something I don't like to think about.
Yeah.
I'm at war with my body.
Really?
So my girlfriend Sarah said, he's at war with his body. She said, you, and I am.
I think, I told Haley this the other day, I think it's a Canadian boy summer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know yet, but
It sounds exciting.
I think it's going to be big. That's all I know.
Canadian boys summer.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think I can see you right now in my mind's eye, jumping off some kind of wharf,
Ooh.
doing a marmalade kick into the air.
What do you think's your worst idea?
Recently I had an idea for a video game for people who just want a comforting game, and it's called Tiptoe.
Ooh.
So you wake up late at night, you need a late night snack. Your whole family, you have a family in the game, your whole family, and they love you, is asleep. You want a snack. What are you gonna do? You're also polite. Tiptoe. I think that's probably a bad idea.
So the game is what, like going to get a snack and being kind of quiet about it?
Yep, you have to rhythmically tiptoe down the hallway. Maybe you have to go to the washroom. We could throw that in. And I feel like it's an answer to overstimulation. It'll be a very simple game, and the exhaustive nature of open world video games. You've just got pretty much a hallway.
I'm not big on games, but the last game I played was I got Red Dead Redemption.
Right on.
And I didn't do like any of the story. I just went fishing. I would just turn it on and fish for like 45 minutes and then turn it back off.
It's beautiful.
And I really enjoyed it. Are you good to move to the next level?
Let's do it.
Yeah?
I think I've been crossing levels throughout, and I want to say that that's not cool.
No, that is cool. That's very cool, actually.
Okay. I feel encouraged.
Yeah, that's really cool. You should, transcend time and space. So the next level is we're going to do our innards. You can pick and choose what's most important to you. Your heart, your liver, your muscles. What do we got? Your guts, your brain, all that good stuff. Whatever stands out, whatever you want to highlight, whatever you want to give attention to.
That space that you don't like to speak about. That kind of, it's like pus that comes out of it.
No, I don't have that one. You can even do like words. You can write sentences. You can do symbols, images. There's really no rules. These are just suggestions and suggested guidelines.
Right on.
You could add small personal icons hidden within the layers. You can put a childhood toy or your favorite color. These are all just ideas.
I'm not going to do it, and I'll tell you why. Because with my art teacher from high school, I had a ship flying through the air above a tiny island. Already super imaginative and creative.
Yeah, you're like a Dali.
Gifted child territory.
Yeah.
But then I started putting some of my personal items in like hockey trophies. And I drew them into the picture.
Yeah?
Cheesy as shit.
Really?
Hard to do.
I guess, but if it means something to you.
But maybe you, like I could see you having an amulet of power and composure.
trying to think what I have that I can throw in this. I want to add, for my fingies, I think I'm going to make them like paintbrushes.
Very well.
Is that a little on the nose?
Do it. This is looking great.
Maybe just...
I like your skeleton.
Thanks. Maybe just the middle fingy. You know the movie Beetlejuice?
Yeah.
You know Beetlejuice, the character?
Yeah.
That's the kind of guy who you meet at an open mic.
Yeah, definitely.
I wrote down some ideas. What about vine nerves?
Oh, wow.
Is that an idea?
Yep.
What about a rib cage full of ocean?
Oh my gosh.
Here, I'm gonna add that.
That was an emo band.
Okay, I think that's gonna be a wave. What about... Here, feel free to steal any of these ideas. What about gears as heart?
Oh, wow.
Or kintsugi heart? That's nice and poetic, no?
What is kintsugi?
You know the kintsugi is the like when something breaks and you fix it with gold.
Really?
You know?
I never
like
heard
it
of
becomes
this.
more valuable or something like that.
You'll be surprised to know I've never fixed anything with gold.
No, it's like I think it's a Japanese culture thing.
Interesting.
That yeah, if like a mug or like a tea cup.
I like that.
If it breaks, you fix it with a gold fixer.
Art that's restorative.
Yes.
Protecting.
Yes.
Preserving.
And I think the beauty is like honoring the breaks, and that adds value to it.
Very interesting.
Yeah. I'm gonna splatter some ink on my lungs.
Talent is a pursued interest. In other words, anything that you're willing to practice, you can do.
This is
Yeah, it's trying to become...
it's capturing something.
Something is happening.
It's definitely telling you stuff.
Yeah, there's
A message is coming through that for sure.
this is some kind of anxious bird. Oh, this is wild. Look at that.
Ooh, that was a good one.
The skeleton has been shot.
It does kind of, yeah, now that you mention it, it is giving blood splatter from a gunshot wound to the chest.
It looks cool.
Thanks. Do you need more time, or should we move on to the next layer?
Let's go to the next layer.
Okay, so now it's time for your body. Again, feel free to, whatever you're working on, feel free to keep taking it wherever it was going.
I forgot that I had a body for a moment, and I was happy.
But for those watching, you could do your arms, your hands, your head, you know, all the stuff that makes you, whatever you feel like are the important items and elements, then highlight those. I think I'm gonna give this guy probably a beard of
Cool.
some kind. I always have a beard. Maybe what's important to you?
Just money.
I might put a boxing glove on one of these hands.
I am making a face. Is that within the
Yeah, your face is definitely part of it.
face, the window of the mouth?
I'm gonna go right onto here. So the intention was boxing glove, but I think instead I'm gonna do a bit more of a drip.
I'm gonna tell you a few things.
Yeah, start with the first.
I got carried away.
I like what's happening here. There is a lot of energy coming off this canvas.
And I don't know whether I should have went with Seize Me. Now it seems niche, it seems kitsch.
Is there anything specific that Like, what do you mean by that?
I don't know, man. It's art. We're conduits for God.
It's true.
And what are you feeling with yours?
I think I want to find like a good head to put on. Although I don't like any of these visages. These all look like dicks and twats, you know?
You know, you look around the world sometimes and all you see is dicks and twats.
Ain't that the truth? Here we
That's
go.
poetry.
Material-wise, I've got paint, I've got collage stuff, I've got like pastels if you want.
I would take some paint.
Awesome. Let's dive into here.
I think
So
I'm
I've
going to
got-
go and revolutionize this.
I've got all these colors, so feel free to dig in
How
here.
often do your guests paint on themselves?
Pretty often. It's kind of,
Okay.
it's pretty much a part of it. And I'm gonna take these out.
What are those?
These are oil sticks and pastels, and then these are all paints.
Maybe I'll try your oil sticks.
Here, these are oil sticks. These are nice. These feel good.
You've got a great selection here.
Thank you.
What a great space.
Thanks, man.
Not just saying that. I'm not lying to you when I say it's a great space.
Thanks.
Look at all these colors. Look at all this creativity coming from your soul.
Do you like the self-portrait?
Right here?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Oh, I'm loving the head coming out of the head.
Thanks.
The head is the head of the head. Heavy
head?
lies the head that has the head.
Yep. That's what they say.
Heavy lies
I
the
like
head.
these two are nice.
Beautiful. Heavy lies the head atop the head. Double-headed king.
So what does this represent?
Death, chaos.
Yeah, I like it.
Thanks. And what about you? What is the vegetation in particular?
I think just more of like a connection to nature. I wanted some plants and stuff. I added some like cute little heart tattoos on the tree trunks.
Rad.
I was gonna do a boxing glove, but then instead I just did like a drip. I don't know. It's kind of given a bit of stigmata energy now.
This is very interesting to me. It's
Maybe I'll add another one on this hand.
there's
That's a good
something
idea.
very disturbing about this one.
Yeah, some kind of
Dark dream.
I don't know. You know, wizardry, wardlock shit. That's what I'm aiming for. Some spooky ass shit.
These are fun.
Those are fun, and try these are nice too.
A lot of people are going to be wondering, and I'll answer them. Self-taught.
Okay, so our final layer, once we have our skeleton foundation, we have our insides, we have our body, the final step is our aura. What light is shimmering out of you? What is emanating from within you? It's not something that you could see with your eyes, but what do you feel is what does your presence look like? What I'm feeling is there's still a lot of open space around, so I kind of want to fill that up with more just like, I know we were just saying this is giving some like darkness. I want there to be more vibrant energy shooting from it.
Got you.
So I think
this does a lot to calm the nightmare vision that you've created.
yeah, I think so.
And I say that as a compliment.
Thank you.
To both. I like the nightmare vision, and I like the cartoonish nature of that head.
Thank you. So I think I'm gonna just fill in some space with lines and stuff.
I want this head to just be total darkness, decimation. What all people fear, but never speak upon.
So I wrote down some ideas if you want. Feel free to steal these. Your aura could involve a neon scribble.
Done.
Smoke.
Done.
Electricity. You could do a torn paper on it. You could add a black hole. Maybe music notes.
Pivotal moment for me.
Yeah, what's going on?
I've got to not destroy the function of my demon. Taking the smog upwards into the ether.
Wow.
All destruction comes from within. Beautiful. This is gorgeous.
Thanks. I think there's something could go here, though. Something could go here. Or maybe not. Maybe not. I think I want to do... Yeah, I have an idea.
Beautiful.
Let that guy drip down.
We just let gravity do its job. Amazing.
Yeah, that's good. Cool.
I'm feeling close to done, and I'm feeling good about myself.
Are you done?
I'm done.
I think I am done as well. So let's do, for the sake of this camera, let's do a 3, 2, 1 reveal, okay? 3, 2, 1, reveal. Wow. How do you feel about this?
I don't know. I feel like something happened. It all started here, and it just kind of went into madness. Mm-hmm. And then it was like, clean your room.
Okay.
That's my parents, clean your room.
That's the black is your parents yelling to clean your room?
And I love you, Mom and Dad. Clean it up. And this is bursting forth to pure chaos.
Wow, I can feel it.
Yeah.
How do the layers like interact with each other?
This is the noise of the mind, and these are moments of unruly, unfettered transcendence of the self.
But I still see you in there.
Yeah, that's my head.
Yeah, I still see you.
Thanks. Did we see yours? Can I ask you about yours?
Sure, absolutely.
Psychedelic fever dream.
Yeah, I always fear. Now that I'm looking at it, the self-critical artist in me feels like I kind of just did like white guy does Basquiat thing, which I try to avoid. But
you do call yourself the white Basquiat.
I do make people call me that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I like it. I think it's giving off the energy that I wanted it to. Mm-hmm. I like how the trees came out. I like the connection to the ground. It seems rooted. The top feels a little erratic in the middle area, but there's hope.
There's hope. There's structure here.
Yeah.
There's hope. There's vibrancy. There's life.
Thank you. So for those of you at home, I hope you guys did one of these on your own. Once you're finished, take a gander at your layered self-portrait. Notice how the layers interact with each other. Try and decipher what maybe they're trying to tell you. I want you guys to honor what you've created. You know, it's a visual representation of your inner and your outer world. Is there anything that stands out most?
I think probably the insatiable hunger of the demon head coming out of the chaos of purgatory.
That is powerful.
For you?
I think for me, what grabs my eye right away is the crown around the face. Mm-hmm. I think is the centerpiece of this thing.
Where are we based on this emotionally? I feel you feel a sense of weight, but also peace.
That's a good way of putting it. It's a peaceful chaos.
Killing of the self to rebirth the self.
Because it's all cyclical and it's all nature.
I'm gonna fucking cry.
Was there a layer that felt like the easiest to articulate, or one that felt the most challenging?
There was one time I drove very quick to an exam, and I drank a lot of coffee, and I only had 2 hours sleep. And I started the exam by really writing down a lot of questions really quickly. And I feel like that's what happened here. I started off with too much pure energy.
It poured out of you right away.
You didn't even look over it, but I was like...
Oh yeah, I saw.
I was making that sound.
Yeah, I was terrified.
And it just got carried away. So maybe that there's a moral message in this piece.
Are you gonna? What are you gonna do with it now?
I'm gonna take it home and show it to people on the subway and weird them out.
And you know what I always say is the only difference between a drawing and an artwork is the signature.
I like that you did that like a magic trick.
All right, well, thanks for watching. I hope you guys did one of these for yourself. Once again, this is something you can do at home, any materials you want. It's a layered self-portrait. It's a fun way to make art and have fun and feel good. If you did make one, I'd love to see it. Feel free to send it to me, shoot me a message, email, whatever you want. I'd love to take a look at what you made. If not me, show it to somebody, show it to a friend, a stranger on the subway. Brad, thanks so much for joining.
Thank you for having me.
Brad McDonald, we'll put all your stuff down there. Any final words?
I would say trust your body.
Trust your body.
Trust your body.
Just trust your body. It knows best. If you like this, tell a friend. Make sure to like, subscribe, sign up for the newsletter I do at tlem.co. And that's all I got for you, everyone. We'll do some more of these next time. Until then, make art, have fun, feel good. Goodbye.